Today's very special live is talking about excess, headaches, and exhaustion. And what this really means is that there are three questions here with regards to how to have faster therapeutic outcomes for our clients using questions that have been asked towards me. And so I'm going to answer these questions. There's going to be three of them. And so let's just get to it. So, how do you perform healing for a client when there are other people involved, such as an ex partner? This is a great question, and there's a lot of clarity that really needs to be in place here in order for us to successfully help clients with this, especially if you are a hypnotherapist that works with something like a relationship niche, right? Or helping others heal from toxic relationships, any type of niches where it's not just the client themselves that comes to us, but there are other people involved. And so most people think that, it's all about working with others, right? Helping client, like what I'm trying to say is when clients have this problem with another person, we want to be absolutely clear as to what we can do for the client and what the client can and cannot control with regards to the situation. So a boundary needs to be in place. I mean, some clients probably already know this, but a very quick, tough love reminder to let our clients know that we absolutely cannot help the behaviors of others, right? If there's something, if they have a toxic boss, or if their ex is someone who is toxic, they have to come to a realization and acceptance that they cannot change the other person. That has to come first in order for any healing and therapeutic process to actually start beginning. And I know that most people know this logically. So it is a next level skill for us as hypnotists helping clients with this to actually accept that they cannot change others. If you are in a niche where you tend to attract the clients who are codependent, then we need to help our clients with this, right? Because people who have codependent tendencies usually think that they can fix others, which is not a great thing. So that would be the first thing that you want to help your clients with. You want to help them to actually accept, not just logically accept, but be absolutely good and okay and accepting and take responsibility for the fact that they cannot help others. This is crucial. This is the first step. And so that is really the first thing. That's how I would approach it. And this was my niche too, right? My niche was relationships, getting over breakups and divorce. That was, one of the first things that we talk about and work on the clients feeling or accepting the fact that they get to take responsibility for their own actions and not others. And what we actually help our clients with is not changing the other person. It is about how they think about that person, how they feel about that person, and how they behave towards that person moving forward. Because again, we cannot change other people. We can change our own personal behaviors, actions, thoughts towards another person. Right. That is how we help these clients successfully, not about changing others, but changing their perception and who they are with regards to others. So if we are helping a client get over their ex and maybe their ex is toxic and they are co-parenting, well, they're going to have to deal with that person if they're co-parenting, right? So what we would truly help our clients with is number one, accept that they cannot change the other parent. And second, learn how they can firmly set the boundaries in place and be very clear as to who they want to be, what type of boundaries they want to put into the relationship, and then being natural at that and actually being able to help them adhere to it. That is the work that we help our clients. That is how we help clients perform or heal themselves. And that's how we help our clients to actually stick to the boundaries. So that is going to be the main premise within your sessions. So that is that. And then what else? Am I missing something? Nope, that's all I'm going to say with regards to that. Does that make sense? If so, definitely let me know. if you have any further questions. So number two, some of my clients report a headache after our sessions. What is going on? Is hypnosis headache a thing? This is great because I have tons of thoughts regarding this. So the first one, headache after our sessions. What we really want to look for is, I personally start thinking about first principles now, not really taking anything at face value and what this means is that if a client reports a headache, what are the major causes of headaches? There's tons, right? And so sometimes it could be a coincidence, but as a matter of fact, if we look at the human body and the brain as an organ, the brain actually takes up a lot of energy in our caloric requirements throughout the day. So up to 20% of our daily calories is taken in by our brains. So what this means and what this tells us is that even though we might not see the conscious things within that our brain does, it's working a lot in the background, taking up some energy and exhausting a lot of our energy requirements throughout the day. And so that is one of the reasons as to why our clients might have headaches as well. It's because they've just used their brains to a capacity that they might not have before working with us. Inside our advanced conversational hypnosis sessions, our clients do a lot of the work. They do a lot of work. We don't do the talking. The clients rewire their minds literally and start thinking of things and perceptions that they haven't seen before. That takes a lot of mental energy and capacity in their bodies. So it is quite common, and it is typical for clients to have this headache because they've had a lot of energy, especially if they haven't hydrated before and after the session, right? So I always tell my clients to ensure that they are hydrated. Just have that habit set in place. It's only gonna benefit them, right? Make sure that they're especially hydrated before, during, and after the session, as well as they just probably need some rest and they need a lot of sleep, right? And making sure that they eat nutritious foods and actually take care of their body. A lot of the times, if we do like really, really deep unconscious work, like what we do inside our advanced conversation hypnosis sessions, our clients need to fuel up in order for them to really reap the benefits. And a lot of the times, because it's true subconscious work, we're affecting our clients bodily resources as well. There's a lot of calories that are being burned, let's just say, within those sessions. So make sure that you go at a top level in your hypnotherapy practice and ensure that your clients are taking care of themselves as well, which can only be very good for them. Right. So that is what I theorize is going on based on what actually happens in the body. It's a normal physiological process. Not all my clients report headaches, and you probably have found that not all your clients do, but if they do, these are the things that make sense with regards to our body that could potentially contribute to it. And the hypno headache, I heard, and this is a little bit ridiculous, to be honest, someone said that some clients get a headache after hypnosis because we took them out of hypnosis so fast. Like maybe they were in a hypnotic state and then we brought them up to regular consciousness too fast, and that got them a headache. Like that has no proof. That doesn't actually make any sense. We've all been in deep sleep and just been woken up by an alarm, like really quickly, right? Deep sleep to alarm to waking up. And do we have a headache? Not all the time, right? Not all the time. I don't know about you, but I barely get any headaches, and I am awake. Like I wake up via the alarm, or I just randomly wake up throughout the day and I don't get a headache going from the different states of consciousness. So that doesn't make sense. So be careful who you listen to online. But that is what it is. And so really, if you're finding that a lot of your clients are having headaches, explaining this and explaining to ensure before your sessions that you actually ask your clients to hydrate, make sure they get a rest before the session, especially, and then after the session, especially, and take it easy throughout the day to really set your clients up for success so that that it doesn't happen as frequently. And if it does happen, no worries, take care of themselves, it will pass. So Last question is, some of my clients feel exhausted after our sessions. Am I doing something wrong? So this question ties into the previous question, which is, if your clients are exhausted, again, they've done a lot of mental work that takes up a lot of calories, right? So and a lot of energy within them. So it makes sense that they will get exhausted. And some hypnotherapists would actually say, if you exhausted your client, you didn't do a good job. Don't exhaust your client. Treat them like a fucking piece of china, which is, I don't know about you, but I want my clients to be resilient. Exhaustion is fine, especially, and not many people think about this, right? Some of our clients, especially, let me give an anxiety client, right? They're so anxious. They're so anxious. They've been running on high for decades and decades. We go through our hypnosis sessions. We do a great job on tying those knots and getting them to finally release that anxiety. Running on high anxiety for decades and decades, and us helping them shift through that is going to feel exhausting, right? Like they've just now exhausted that anxiety out, which drains their energy. But this is temporary, right? This is okay. This is normal. This is typical. And to educate your clients with regards to how these are sometimes just normal processes of healing. Healing is not sunshine and rainbows and butterflies. And if you think that within your sessions, think again. Sign up for the ACH program, or you'll actually really learn what it actually is. It's not a hyped up, everything is sunshine and rainbows and butterflies, because if that is the case, then we're truly bypassing what is necessary for our growth. So again, let's normalize this. This is typical. It is okay for clients to have a headache. It is okay for clients to feel exhausted. These are just symptoms. And if they're based on the hypnosis sessions, it actually could be a good thing that the therapeutic aspect worked, because we are now shifting our clients' internal physiology so that they become the person that they desire. Isn't that what they came to us with anyway? So I hope that this helps. To really change your view with regards to the negative side effects inside our hypnosis sessions. I don't know about you, but when I did case management job as a nurse, there was a lot of mental stresses and mental things, even though I was not that physical. It was like a desk job. That was more exhausting than being an emergency room nurse when I was actually physically running sometimes, because the mental load and the mental aspects were just a lot more. And as an entrepreneur, you probably also have learned that, right? There are some days when we are exhausted because we did a lot of mental work within our business, but we technically haven't moved physically. It takes a lot of calories. Is absolutely normal. When we understand the normal human physiology, it all makes sense. And let's not treat our clients like they're a fine piece of china, because we as humans are incredibly capable of a lot more things. And I'm all about helping clients to be more resilient instead of doormats. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you soon. Let's make a massive impact together, one conversation at a time.